Hi. So sorry, my camera keeps cutting out on me. I was at the end of the story on the other one anyway, so I'm just gonna continue on to my next story. But at the end of that other story, before it got cut off, I was saying that my cousin had long hair, and after my brother mentioning that he was killed in that place, that's when I realized that I did see someone with long hair, which was pretty freaky. After I moved out of there, I just continued to, I don't know, a lot of things just happened in my lifetime, like paranormal activities, and there's this time before I had my baby Brayden, I was living in Burns Lake, and I was sleeping, and I was with my baby's dad at the time, and we're still sleeping, and all I heard was breathing, and it wasn't me or my baby's dad, and I woke up and I felt somebody staring at me, and I was laying on my stomach, and when I looked up, into the walk-in closet, I noticed a tall man standing there, and his eyes are like silvery red. I can't really explain it. Yeah, I can't really explain his eye color, but he was tall. He had this hat on, like a round, it's like it's like a cowboy hat, but like more like an Amish hat. He's wearing that and a long dark trench coat, and he stood there just staring at me, and I can't see his face, just seeing his eyes, and he just stared at me, and I was like, and I couldn't move, and I was like, grabbed my baby's dad, and I was like, honey, 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 and when I turned around and I yanked him, and he finally woke up, and I looked up, I was like, he's there, and he's like, who's there? And he just wouldn't, he didn't believe me. And then it happened the second time. I was laying on my back this one again, and it's like a couple of weeks after that, or a week or two after that, I was laying on my back, and I felt a stare, like it's like I felt it, like awful feeling, and I looked up, I opened my eyes, and he was standing like right beside me, and I was like, honey, honey, and I was trying to wake my baby's dad up again, and he wouldn't wake up, and he yanked him, and I looked, and I was like, honey, and he was like, what? And he looked up, and I said, he's here again, and he looked up, and he was like, nobody's here. And I looked up, and he was gone again, and so he didn't believe me. And then again, there was we were at my friend's place, and she lived just not across me, but the corner house. She lived there, and we were drinking with her, having like a sociable, and we were still sitting there, and she said, I don't want to go to sleep, I don't want nobody to leave yet. And I said, why? And she said, that guy keeps bothering me. And I said, what guy? And then she said, this guy comes to see me every now and then, and I'm getting sick of him coming around. I'm too scared to be alone. And I asked her, I said, I described what I seen, and she said, yeah, that's the guy. How did you know? And I said, because he came to see me twice. And then I looked at my baby's dad. I said, see, he does exist. He does roam around. And then we talked about it to somebody before. And my next door neighbor, actually, she said, oh yeah, that guy, he's like a ghost and roams around the reserve all the time, and he always goes to see people. And I said, oh my God. I said, why does he do that? But I guess before my reserve, I'm from the Lake Bebe Nation in Burns Lake. Before the reserve was built, it used to be a graveyard, and so a lot of spooky things happen around there. So I'm checking to see if it cut out again. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff happened there. And holy crap, I'm fucking talking about ghost stories here, and you come walking in, my son.
Hey.
I'm freaking jumpy. Okay, I'm gonna cut it there, and then I'm gonna continue on again with another story. Do you want to share a story? Hey!
Hi.
I'm talking about ghosts here. Here's my dad's ghost.
Hmm?
Okay, I'm gonna shut this down, and then I'm gonna start again. And before this one cuts out, I'm gonna catch it this time. Okay, check your next video. Bye.